Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are well there. I, Anjum Bhati Nirban, again welcomes you to join the class of English Literature. As you all know, we are in our lesson 3, which is a poem named Ode to Autumn. Okay, today we'll start it with book exercise. So, without further delay, let's get started. Read these lines from the poem. Season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch even run. Now speaker has given us a question. Who do you think is the speaker referring to? Answer is in the above lines, autumn is personified as a close friend of the sun. Here, autumn is personified as the close friend of the sun. Speaker personified the sun as a friend of autumn. In fact, the speaker calls autumn a close bosom friend of the sun. Now, here the question is rising that what is personified? What is personification? So, that will be explaining by me. So here you can see the definition of personification. Personification is a literally device in which a non-human object, abstract idea or animal is represented as having human qualities. In short, we can say that the representation of a thing or abstraction in the form of a person means कोई भी thing है, कोई भी चीज है, उसको किसके फॉर्म में हमें दिया हुआ है? पर्सन की फॉर्म में. That is called personification. हम उसमें क्या फील करेंगे? ह्यूमन क्वालिटी फील करेंगे. Okay, so related it, there is a question. Pick out 4 examples of personification used in the poem and explain them. Now here I'm explaining you one example as I have told you that autumn. Okay, I choose the example autumn. Autumn is personified as a reaper asleep in a grain field. Okay, and autumn is personified as a friend of sun. Okay, class. So I'll send the PDF of this. Now, next question is identify the object or idea that is being personified in each sentence and write which human traits or action is applied to the object or idea. Now we need to identify the thing or the idea or the object and which human trait it is applying. We need to tell it. Okay, यानी हमें personification बताना है कौन सी person quality हमें इसमें दिखाई दे रही है. So very first line is the wind whispered through the dark and gloomy forest. Now here the movement of wind. Okay, so the thing we need to find here, wind. Okay, what we found? Wind. Now what is the quality here we need we find according to human quality is whispered. Okay, so wind is whispering. Okay, that is personification. So underline, we will underline wind. And here whisper is when what wind is doing, wind is whispering, so we'll write over here whispering. Next is the flowers waltz in the gentle breeze. Now what the flower are doing? Waltz means here dancing. Okay, so the thing is flowers and the quality as a human quality अगर हम find out करते हैं तो they are dancing. Okay, so dance. The sad waters of the icy wasteland stream through the barren land. Okay, landscape. Sorry. So here water. The thing is here water and क्या personification दिखाई दे रहा है? Human quality क्या है? Sad. इसको किससे relate किया गया है? Sad से. तो the answer is sad. Okay. The night smiled as crickets chirped and owls hooted under the light of the moon. Now here you yourself find out what is night doing. Smile means here happiness. Okay. Quality क्या है? Human quality क्या है? Happiness. Okay. It is happy. So the night is the thing and the human quality is happiness. Last sentence is the baseball screamed all the way into the outfield. Baseball screamed. The thing is baseball, and what it is? What is the quality over here? Screaming. Okay, it is also a human quality. Screaming. So I hope you all got this according to the exercise, that what the speaker wants to tell us, that it is describe the personification in very easy way, that he has given us the things and also the human quality with it. So again, I'll repeat the definition of personification for your better understanding. Personification is a literally device in which a non-human object, means human होता नहीं है but object दिखाई देगा हमें, abstract ideas or animals is represented as having human qualities. और उस thing में हमें क्या ढूंढनी होती है, human qualities ढूंढनी होती है, that is personification. Okay class, now move towards to next exercise. You have learnt about simple, compound, and complex sentences in your previous grades, in your previous class. Let us learn more about them. What we'll read today? Simple, compound, and complex sentences. Okay, read these sentences. The boy cried for his mother. It is a simple sentence. Okay, she spoke to her mother in French, but she did not understand and responded in German. It is compound word. Why it is compound word? Because it is joining by two sentences. Okay, okay, और but भी हमने use किया है, हम आगे इसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Okay, compound word क्या होता है? After he had, next sentences, after he had worked out the gem, Rajesh went to his friend's house for dinner. It is complex sentence. Now we'll read more about them. What is simple sentence? What is compound sentence? What is complex sentence? Okay. So according to the structure of sentences, they can be divided into three types. The first type is simple sentence. So simple sentences may be like this, compound sentences it is like this, and complex sentences. Okay, so let us study about all the kinds of sentences. First we'll choose a simple sentence. A sentence has one independent clause. And what is clause? Clause is a form of subject and verb, and therefore only one subject and a finite verb. It expresses a single complete thought that can stand on its own. Means एक sentence में एक ही thought, एक ही subject मिलेगा, एक ही verb, एक ही verb मिलेगा. Okay. So for example, Kabir is mowing the garden. This book is very interesting. So here you can see only one subject is doing the work. So here we will say it simple sentence. Only one sentence will say simple sentence. Next is compound sentence. So what is compound sentence? Let's read about it. A compound sentence has two independent clause. Means there are two clause, you can find out two subject, two verbs, okay, that are joined together by coordinating conjunction. As you all have read about conjunction, and there is a part of coordinating conjunction which include for, and, no, but, or, yet, and so. Okay, that is coordinating conjunctions. So an independent clause is a part of a sentence that can stand alone because it contains a subject and predicate and expresses a complete thought. Okay class, the coordinating conjunction used to join the independent clauses are, as I have told you, the coordinating conjunctions are for, and, no, but, or, yet, and so. So it is very simple for you that whenever you find a sentence, whenever you find a compound sentence, you need to find out coordinating conjunction in the sentence. So here are the examples. I want cold coffee, but Betty wants pineapple shake. So here the sentence is connected with but. So we can find it as compound sentence. Next example is, we went to the water park yesterday and we had a wonderful time. So again it is repeating two times, we went, we had. Okay, there's a two clauses. Okay, and it is joined by a conjunction which is coordinating conjunction, so we can say that it is also a compound sentence. Third is, he was tired so he went off to sleep. Again there are two sentences and joined by coordinating conjunction, and which is so. Okay class, so we can find out it a compound sentence. I hope the compound sentence is clear to you all. The last and next sentence is complex sentence. The define of complex sentence is a complex sentence has one principal clause. Principal clause means main clause and one or more subordinate clauses. और उसके अलावा subordinate clauses होते हैं जो किसी पर depend करते हैं, that are joined together by a subordinate conjunction. And what are subordinate conjunction? Because, since, after, when, while, these are subordinate conjunctions. Each of the principal and dependent clause in the complex sentence has a finite verb or its own. The dependent clause may be a noun clause, an adjective clause, or an adverb clause. Means dependent clause कोई भी हो सकता है, noun clause भी हो सकता है, adjective भी हो सकता है और adverb clause भी हो सकता है. So here are the example of subordinate clauses. Subordinating conjunctions are as, because, since, after, although, though, while, and when. Okay, so it is very easy for you that whenever you find it, you first you need to find out subordinate conjunctions. Okay, so example is, we shall meet the principal after we return from the States. So here we have subordinate conjunction after. Okay, so it is only it is only one sentence and it is joined by after. Okay, joined with after. When the cake is brown, comma, take it out of the oven. So here the subordinate conjunction is when. The sentence start with subordinate conjunction. So we can say that it is complex sentence. In bracket, you can also read a complex sentence may also have relative pronoun such as who, that, which. Okay, relative pronoun क्या होता है जो sentence में relation ढूंढते हैं. Okay, relate करते हैं. As I have told you in your previous class that for person we use who. Okay, for things we use that and which. Okay class, so that is the relative pronoun. Now the highlighted clauses convey complete sense. Again I'm reading the example, we shall meet the principal. So it is complete, it is a complete sense, right? They are called principal. When we find a complete sense, that is principal or independent clause, main clause जिसे हम कहते हैं. Okay, the underlying clause are the dependent on the highlighted part, and the second line, after we return from the state, it is a dependent clause. और किस पर depend है ये? main clause पर depend है. Okay, तो जहां पर principal या फिर main clause पर अगर कोई और clause depend होता है तो वहां हमें कौन सा sentence मिलता है? Complex sentence. So these clauses are called dependent or subordinate clauses, and whenever we find these kind of instructions in our sentence, that sentence will be called a complex sentence. So according to this, we have an activity exercise. Let's do it. So question is, state whether the following sentences are simple, complex, or compound. Now we need to read the sentence and find out whether the sentence is simple, complex, or compound sentence. So the very first sentence is, he tried to speak Hindi and his friend tried to speak Tamil. The first thing click in our mind is clauses. Okay, so clauses में मैंने आपको क्या बताया था कि two clauses होंगे तो कैसे होगा? First subject होगा, दो subject होंगे और दो ही verb होगी. तो as you can find over here, he is subject here, tried is object, verb here, and again his friend again a subject and pride is object. And most important thing, it is joined by a coordinating conjunction which is and. So the very most important thing is and. हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? एंड फाइंड आउट किया है, ये एक सेंटेंस को जोड़ रहा है, जैसा कि हमने पढ़ा था इसमें दो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लोजेस होंगे. हमें दो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लोजेस मिल गए. He tried to speak Hindi, his friend tried to speak Tamil. So these are two independent clauses and joined together by and. Okay class, so we'll mention over here compound sentence. It is a compound sentence. Second is, when she left her home for work, she forgot to lock the door. Now here what we need to find, हमें पहले sentence को पहचानना है. Sentence क्या है? So here, when she left her home for work, it is not a clear or complete sense. Next sentence is, she forgot to lock the door. it is complete sense. And so what we call it? We'll call it principal clause. Principal clause क्या है? She forgot to lock the door. And second is, ये वाला क्लॉज कौन सा हो गया? डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज हो गया, ये इस पर डिपेंड है सेंटेंस पे। तो हमने क्या पढ़ा था? जहां भी हमें प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज मिल जाए और वन मोर सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज दैट आर जॉइंड टुगेदर बाय सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन. नाउ फाइंड आउट द सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन ओवर हियर. yes, when is subordinating conjunction. so हमें मिल गए दोनों रूल अपने, कि एक तो प्रिंसिपल क्लोज मिल गया है और सबऑर्डिनेट उस पर डिपेंड हो रहा है, एंड थर्ड सिचुएशन इज सबऑर्डिनेट clause. So that is why we'll say it is complex sentence. Okay, next is the old man being weak could not walk properly. Again it is the same situation, that's why we need to add here complex sentence. Okay class. Fourth is, many children like to play in the garden. It is very easy and simple, only in one clause it is complete. Okay, so it is completed, so we'll call it simple sentence. Next and last sentence is, my mother goes to the market every day but does not always find fresh vegetable. So here there are two independent clauses, depend on mother, and the clause is joined by coordinating conjunction which is but. ओके क्लास, बट क्या है? कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन है, और जहां कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन के साथ ज्वाइन होता है उसे हम क्या कहेंगे? कंपाउंड सेंटेंस. सो अगेन आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू, वेयर वी नीड सम कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन we mention over their compound sentence. Where we find some subordinating conjunction we mention over there complex sentences. Okay, और simple clause, एक ही clause के साथ कोई भी sentence आएगा, that will be called simple sentence. Okay, I hope this exercise is clear to you all, and we also have completed our chapter here. So please practice all the exercises. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.